Hi everyone, welcome back. Since my last plan with me, I have already finished the booklet spread. So for this week, there's going to be a new spread, new planner, new everything. So we're gonna start planning in my B6 ring. When I mean B6 ring, I literally mean it's a TN, it's a B6 TN with rings inserted into it. And I'm just going to show you here really quick how I did it. So as you can see here, I have some what is that? I have some inserts here already. I'm just going to take them out really quick. And then this can be kind of like a 2-in-1. You can pull out a string from your original TN and insert like booklets like this into, if you honestly want to go a alternative way of having a 2-in-1 deal. But yes, this is really up to you. But just to let you know that when you do insert rings into your B6, it will make what is it, the size of your paper really a little bit odd. So you can still use the B6 in a TN inserts, but you'll have to downsize it to 85%. If it is kind of like a white space, like has a lot of white space, like Jasenia's printables, what is it, weekly and 4 pages, you can just slightly chop off of, I'll say probably a 1/4 inch on the center side where it's being folded, and then punch 3 ring holes into it, like what is like this here, like this, and you can still use it in here. But then the height will also be slightly different as well. You will have to chop off, I'll say 1/4 above, and then a slightly more from the bottom, and but the side where it's on the outer rim right here, you honestly don't have to chop anything off if you don't want to. It really depends. It's kind of like a trial and error situation here that we have going on. But I just want to show you that you can still turn your B6 TNs into a ring. The size will just be kind of odd. You're going to have to mess around with it for a bit. Now, with any plans printable, hers are going to be a little bit tricky. I sometimes have issues with it. It really depends on what kind of insert you're getting from any plans. But with Jasenia's printables, her inserts are more of a white space. So you could kindly, you could sort of, what is that? You could sort of more like you can make it work out, but then you don't have to alternate it too much for the size to fit. But I just want to show you all today that you can turn your B6 into a ring if you want to give the ring a chance. And this is just a leftover ring that I have hanging around somewhere. I just kept it just in case I want to use it one day. I did take this off and decided to just insert it right here. So I'm just going to show you that you can throw the two. This is a, was it compact size? You could throw the two inner band to the center right here. And I would recommend slipping the bottom underneath where this ring bind opener is to keep it in place. And then you could take the left or right side and cross it right over. Just cross it right over like that. And then do the same thing with this side. Just cross it right over. But if you do want to have the option of being able to insert TN booklets, just leave this outer band loose and then just insert it right in so that you can use it. So for now, I only have one booklet here on the outside. I would like it to be in the back so that it could kind of be a page lifter at the same time and not create too much bulk. Then you could go on ahead and what is that, pick out your inserts that you'll like to have in here. Just stick them right in. And then yeah, so we have a blank notes page. This is a budget page that I got from The insert itself is from Any Plants, but I customized this spread to my needs. And then I just cut it according to the size that I would need to place it in here. So here I'm just gonna try to stick all these guys here in. Ignore my kids in the back. It's Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone. So yes, that's all there is for now. This Louis Vuitton B6 ring is in working progress. This cannot be found anywhere. I did got this specifically, or special custom made. So yes, it can't be found. I customized this all on my own. The outer leather right here, this LV leather is mine. It's from a handbag that I have that I don't use anymore, and it's like completely destroyed. So I told my leather specialist best friend to help me cut up this leather and turn it into a planner for myself. So this outer rim leather right here is from him, as well as this interior ballerina pink. This is all his leather, and the only leather that I provided him was this Louis Vuitton leather right here. So yes, let me show you how I turned Jasenia's printable week on 4 pages, and it's this one if you're wondering, and make it fit into my B6 ring here. Okay, first I'm just gonna start folding this insert in half. I have already cut the rest of the pages, but then this is just the cover that I want to show you both of how to cut this. I will be pulling my Recollections straight edge paper cutter, and you can find this straight edge paper cutter from is it Michael's? You can see that I placed down some washi tape to mark where I need a cut, and I will leave the measurements below on how or where I place them specifically in order to cut them correctly. When slicing the top off, the bottom has to measure down to 19 centimeters. Then when it comes to chopping off the bottom part of the height, it will be at 6 6/8 inch. And when it comes to chopping off the width, start off with the side where you do not use paper puncher. So you'll be cutting off the side instead. Measure that side to be cut first, and I would recommend measuring it up to 13.5 centimeters to punch it. Then when it comes to punching this, cutting the side where you do use your paper hole puncher, you open up your spread and measure it to exactly 4.5 inches so that you can cut it directly in the center. Now you do see me here using a 6-hole puncher, and this can be found from Michael's. It is the gold one. This one is mainly used for the personal size, but you can kind of mess around with it and make it work for the A6 as well as the B6 ring or personal wide. But yes, I do have a blank piece of paper right here that is the same exact width and height as my cover, and I'm just going to show you here that you have to fold it in half and match the middle line with the middle dent in the center of this paper hole puncher in order to correctly punch your 6 holes in the correct place. And then you did see me mark where the top and bottom is. You just place your paper directly in between those 2 lines and then punch it, and then here you have all your 6 holes punch in the correct place of your weekly spread. Just flipping through all the spread quickly, and then I'm just going to insert it here into my B6 ring so that you can actually see that it is perfectly cut, perfect width and height. Holes are punched in the correct place, and I'm just showing you that this is the max amount of the spread that you could cut out in order for it not to pop out of this B6 ring. But if you do add some side tabs, it will pop out or either disappear within your weekly spread. So I would recommend doing top or bottom spread instead. Now here I'm just showing you what I chopped off of the original B6 TN of how much you will be chopping off from the top, bottom, as well as the side. You can see that it's not much. It is at least 1/4 of an inch on all sides. Now for this week's spread, we will be using this little Pretty Winter mini kit from Little Miss Paperie. I have already hauled this, so I'm just going to do a quick flip through. And I totally forgot to mention, but the 6 ring that I have used in my B6TN is at 30 millimeters. So if you do use like a 25, you can slightly, get away better with this maximum of width, or you could slightly add more, but I am using a 30, so that's my max of the width and height that I can use to insert into my B6 ring here. Now since this mini kit does not have any foil, but it is super pastel as well as really pretty, so I have decided to pull out hollow foil for this week's spread. It's not going to be too crazy, because this week is my declutter, pack up, and move out completely of my apartment. So it's just going to be cleaning every day, packing up every single day, doing what I need to finish up and get this place maintained, as well as cleaned up how I first moved in here. So that means I'm going to probably patch up some holes in the walls, as well as maybe do a carpet cleaning. Who knows? I'm just going to have to work my way around here. Everything's just going to be a surprise. But anyhow, due to the last 2 different spread that I have been using, I do notice that I don't track much anymore. And I have not been doing any ordering as much as I used to, where I went kind of crazy and you actually lose track of what items you order. I have been really chillaxed on that part. So I'm not going to be tracking my Happy Meals anymore in my weekly spread, as well as my habit trackers. I'm going to be tracking them in my A6 too, so I won't be tracking them in my B6 ring anymore. The only thing I'm going to be doing here is just setting down my priorities, as well as other miscellaneous to-dos that I need to do just to keep myself on track. Now we're going to start off with this sidebar right here and just cover up with the bottom washi, which was the longest one, and then the other half of that sidebar I'm using this Frank Hearts You washi tape that was part of the pre-sale, and it was released during the time where she had, like, I believe her Christmas washi sale going on. So yes, I'm not, I know for sure that you can't get it anymore. I'm sorry, but then I have already hauled it as well too. So yes, I'm going to start each day with the Simply Gilded bottom washi right there. It's not a bottom washi, it's just a washi tape, but I'm going to use it as a part of the bottom washi, and it is in the cotton candy and hollow foil, I believe. And then we're just gonna start off with the full boxes. I do want to use this tall double box right here on Christmas specifically, because I really am not doing much that day, but I will tell you later on what I did that day, but then it's really not much. My husband just walked in, but don't mind about that. However, the purpose of using a 15 millimeter washi at the bottom is due to the fact that I need to cover the majority of this vertical spread. Like I said before, not much is going to be done this week. Everything's going to be packing, declutter, clean, and everything. So that's just a general idea of really how my week is looking for this whole week. Not the best time to move out of my apartment through the year, because it is at the end of the year where there's a lot of holidays going. Life is really overwhelming. You have a lot of things to do, a lot of family coming by to have a gathering, families that come from out of towns, next door, wherever they are. But yes, it's really hectic. However, I don't have any washi strip that I will like to use with the spread, but since this kit does come with some blurred out lighting washi, I decided to use that instead for each of the week. Then I'm just gonna use this hollow kind of subtle glitter overlay from the Sticky Committee to place on top of each header, and just add some more foils because the more the merrier. We're just really extra like that. But yes, it came out really pretty. I love it. But I wish I do have some more hollow foil, which I don't. But we will take care of that sparkle hunger that we have here. So to add more foil to the spread, I'm going to take these faux boxes from Nicole Alexia Design. I do have a PR code for her that is active until the end of the year. I will link it here on the screen. If not, it'll be down below. I'm gonna start adding foil to this spread with the two tall box right there. I'm gonna chop this full box in half, where it actually has two lines of Christmas light in hollow foil, and just place on the top and bottom of that tall full box right there on Christmas Day. And then I'm gonna use this ornament ball. I was gonna put it on top of that glass one, but then it wouldn't make sense to me, so I decided to throw that ornament full box in the ornament full box. So the overlay in the full box. And then I'm gonna use this Rose Color Day borderline full box right here, and use as a border for that margarita or champagne drink, alcohol drink full box right there. Now we're going to move on here to the back. I'm just going to do the same thing, put the ornaments with the ornaments. It only makes sense to me to do that. Then when it comes to the star, cookie star right there, I didn't want it to entirely cover it. So I decided to chop off this full box into 3 pieces and actually use the corners of it and to add just some sparkle into that full box instead. It's already so busy that I don't want to make it any more busy that it already is. It will only make me have anxiety. So to make it a little bit more subtle and add less, or add some foil, but then not too much, I'm just going to use the corner side that came in that full box. Then to use up the third piece of this full box, I'm going to place this bell right here into this full box right here with some yummy ass drink right there, I tell you. Honestly, it doesn't make sense to me, but it does make me happy and it looks pretty. So I guess that's all that really matters. If it looks pretty, then I'm going to go along with it. Now this last full box here on Sunday, it was kind of difficult to make a decision on. I didn't entirely want to use a full snowflake because it's so busy already. And I do want to add some foil into it too. I didn't just want to put some border into it. I really wanted to put a snowflake in instead. So I chopped my snowflake in half and placed it at the bottom of that Sunday full box to just make it have a burst of a snowflake. Since Nicole Alexia Designs signature name right on top of here, this clear foil sheet is hollow foil too. I actually plan to use it. I will show you here in a surprise when I do start planning out my week. First of all, I'm going to put down this snowflake deco as a background for this 3-bow heart checklist from the Sticky Committee. And just have it show through, add some foil, some good glitterness. Throughout this whole week, I will be using these 3-bow checklists specifically for priorities that are set for each day of the week. Then that full box right there is also from the kit. I'm using that to mark down that I need to tackle down my office room because I'm so picky. I just can't help it. I like to make sure my room's organized. When I pack them away, I need them to be organized so that it will be a lot easier for me to find stuff when I do plan to unpack, or when I'm in the process of moving and I need to find something. It's easier for me to find. Like for the last couple of days here, I know I already packed up my washi, but I really still need to use my washi. So I went looking for my washi box again and open it up and pull out some washi. And then for on Tuesday, Christmas Day, we pretty much just open up gifts with the kids. I filmed that day, and I will actually add a film clapper up there later. And then the quarter box right there from the kit, as well as the vacuum Nahalo from the Sticky Committees, just to mark down that I needed to do some cleaning as well as finish up tackling my room. At the same time, I'm going to have my husband tackle the other room. And yes, having that foam clapper alone was just to white space and not decorative enough. So I actually grabbed a snowflake to overlap with that foam clapper that's from also Paperie. Now, Wednesday there, I do need to go pick up the truck from my parents' house. It's a big box truck, and I'm gonna need to load my stuff into that box truck. So I need to head over to my parents' house to grab the box truck, as well as grab some stuff from my parents. So I have to sort of run some errands from them as well. Here I am grabbing the box from the kit as well as the bottle sprayer from the Sticky Committee, and just overlapping those two to mark down that I need to finish up packing as well as cleaning. I tell you, this week it's just all about cleaning. All these half boxes are marked down for cleaning. Clean, clean, clean. Tackle a specific zone of this place. And then just to add a little deco right there, I'm using a Clever Gals Crafts bow, and just place it on top of there. The trash cans from the Sticky Committee again, grabbing some more snowflake, as well as 3 heart checklists to mark priorities set for that day. Then later on, you did see me pretty much undo Thursday too, but then we'll get back to that when the time comes. Friday, same concept. Priorities need to be set for Saturday as well as Sunday. Now I'm going to start grabbing half boxes and cover the rest of the week, because each day, like I said, is set for packing up as well as cleaning day. I'm grabbing this little cute Coffee Monster Co. with the little cute emoji with a box on top of its head. I seriously feel like that every single day. Like, it's so overwhelming. When it comes to packing, I need like 1 million of boxes just for organization wise. Then, yes, on Friday, another half box from the kit, a snowflake overlapped with a broom from the Sticky Committee. Just add some deco right there, just because we seriously need some foil up on the spread. And then for Sunday, half box right there is marked for tackling another room. And then right on top of that, I do recall that I need to make my last order from Nicole Alexia Design. She does have a sale going on starting on the 28th, but then Sunday will be a better day for me to actually make my order. So I'm grabbing this order script from the kit, and then the Nicole Alexia Design foil from that foil sheet that I was using with the full boxes, and just overlap those two and place it right on top. And then I'm going to pull out this chick with the holding a box that says Moving Day from Crafts by Towie, and just put it on Sunday right there. Now I'm just looking back and forth to see if I'm missing anything. I am. Saturdays are usually my plan it all day. So I'm grabbing this plan script from the Sticky Committee. Then as I was looking back and forth, I just remembered that on Thursday I have a meeting with my new job that I need to go. So I'm going to use my undo to pull everything off and squeeze a little quarter box that is in hollow foil also. So in the meantime, I'm just going to let it dry really quick and shift things around to make sure that looks a little bit more prettier. And then my trash can did kind of fall off, so I had to place it right back down. Now I'm using this quarter box right here from the Sticky Committee with a bow right on top. That's already there. Now this snowflake and 3 heart checklist does need to be a little bit adjusted so that it can actually fit into that smaller area right there. So that's just all I really did. Just took it apart and together again. Now this sidebar is missing foils. Well, it already has foils, but it needs more foils. So I'm grabbing this 5mm bow washi tape from, what is it? Simply Gilded. This is from the classic, I believe, the classic line with hollow bows. And here I'm just gonna do some wiggle really quick give you a closer view of how this week's spread looks like. And I'm just going to fill out my spread with this Vila Beautiful gel pen in 0.5 and fill out my whole week of plans throughout this week. And while I'm filling this out and showing you guys, I want to let you all know that this will be my first video in my B6 ring, but my last video for the 2018. Just because I am in the process of moving, so I will not be posting up any video until I settle down in my new place, and that's like an estimation between mid to end of January. But however, I will still post up spreads on my Instagram. Make sure to follow me on there, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up also. Here's how it looks like in the planner. I thought it came out really cute, gorgeous, super simple and sweet. Thank you for sticking until the end. Don't forget to subscribe, watch my last video, and I will see you all next year. Bye everyone.